SuperTap by Waves is a very powerful delay processor with modulation and multi-tap capabilities. Audio delays have been used since the inception of multi-track recording. A delay line plays a copy of the original signal following a delay for a user-specified amount of time. If you play several delayed signals along with the original, you have what is called a multi-tap delay. Native applications will only show instances with modulation, and maximum delay time may vary from application to application. The included modulation parameters can be used to create chorus, flange, and other time-based effects. Multi-tap uses only frequency-based modulation to create special effects. A low-frequency oscillator of 20 Hz or below provides only a slight change in the delay time of each of the taps. This produces changes in the pitch of each output and is ideal for creating a chorusing effect. Let's go over the controls in this plugin window. We will start with the pan graph. Here, we can drag a pan graph marker to change gain, stereo position, and rotation of the delay taps at the same time. Remember that panning is for mono signals only, and rotation works with mono and stereo signals. The tempo section allows us to set the delay times based upon the session tempo. Here you can use the triangular push buttons to alter the tempo value up or down, as well as enter a number directly into the field, or merely drag on the BPM value display. Remember that BPM always refers to the quarter note. Fields for BPM and milliseconds are both present for visual feedback. The mode button changes the function of the tap pad between tempo and pattern depending on the desired mode. Tempo mode is merely for setting the delays to the tempo of the song. Here we can tap the tap pad with the mouse button, and SuperTap will automatically average the tempo from these taps. The longer you tap, the better, as erroneous taps will be averaged out. Pattern mode is for entering complex rhythm patterns with the various delay taps. Each tap takes the same delay as the sequence you tap on the tap pad. This may take some practice, but the results can be amazing. The modulator is comprised of an on-off button, rate, and depth fields. Here we can create chorusing and other effect combinations. The output gain section is next, and here we can click on the fader to adjust the output gain plus or minus 12 dB, and the value will be displayed below the fader. To the right are the level meters, where we can click to reset any saved peaks or overs. Below the meters are fields showing decibel value of the highest peak level since the last reset. Below the pan graph is the direct control for the dry signal. You can change gain and rotation of the dry signal just as you do for each of the taps. You can also do this in the pan graph section. Each delay tap has its own set of controls arranged horizontally. From left to right there is an on-off button, gain, rotate, and tap delay grid. These controls are also the same for the feedback control under the delay taps. Below the feedback control is the snap to grid button and its controls. You can lock your taps to 6 different settings: free, quarters, quarter triplets, eighths, eighth triplets, and sixteenths. These combinations can produce dramatic delay effects that sync with the beat of the music. Grid mode can be changed from BPM to milliseconds. The EQ section contains an on-off button for each tap, a filter type pull-down, a frequency control, and gain control. Here we can control the sound and tone of each delay tap. The feedback section is something to be careful of, since you can create very loud sounds that get louder and louder and even create distortion. Experiment with the settings with your hand on the control room volume, as things can get out of hand very quickly. Let's play the track and adjust some parameters, and choose a few different presets from the load pull-down menu. Come clean, little boy blue, got to get away. Dig a hole all the way to church, everybody knows. Beauty sleeps in the fire,
routine. Don't forget my name. Please don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to write an LA.
SuperTap is an extremely powerful effect with amazing multi-tap capabilities and rotation panning schemes.
Please don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to write an LA song. Another LA song.
To achieve this kind of processing power with conventional hardware would be much more costly and complicated to patch together. The pangraph and delay grid user interface is very intuitive since you can see the placement of your delay taps and dry signal panning and volume. You can then click and drag to change their settings. Make sure to check out all of the Waves user guides accompanying your product for even more helpful information.